Being here today. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving holidays. We're here to talk about affordable housing and, of course, maintaining and increasing the supply of safe and high-quality affordable housing is essential for Lincoln families as our city continues to grow. And today I'm joined by our Urban Development Director, Dan Marvin, and we're going to be discussing a new tool that our administration is implementing as part of our efforts to increase access to affordable housing in Lincoln. With the passage of LB 86 by the Nebraska legislature earlier this year, cities are now allowed to designate certain areas as extremely blighted. And that designation opens up some key opportunities. First, it identifies neighborhoods where individuals or families purchasing a home will be eligible for a $5,000 tax credit. The tax credit takes effect in January and is a huge benefit to those who are looking to make the step into homeownership. That kind of financial and social investment into neighborhoods is a key part of our revitalization strategies. And second, the designation of the area means that nonprofit applicants are given priority when they are seeking the state's Affordable Housing Trust Fund dollars for their projects. I'm going to ask Dan Marvin to take a few minutes to explain how the designation of extremely blighted was determined and the process that will be followed to implement this new tool. Dan?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. I'm Dan Marvin. I'm the Director of Urban Development for the City of Lincoln. After LB 86 passed, our department executed a study required by the legislation to determine what areas would qualify as extremely blighted. And we did that review looking at three different criteria. First, it had to have been declared by the City Council to have been blighted. Second, the average number of unemployment in the area must be at least 200% of the average state of Nebraska's unemployment rate. And third, the area's average poverty rate must exceed 20%. The map presented here, I gotta try the clicker here, so we'll see. The map presented here this morning indicates areas that meet those three criteria. The accompanying legislation will have a public hearing before the Lincoln-Lancaster County Planning Commission this Wednesday, December 4th, at 1 o'clock. With their approval, it will be forwarded to the City Council for a hearing and adoption on January 13th. Additional information about the study conducted by our department can be found on the city's webpage under the Urban Development page under New, and then it's Extremely Blighted Study. I want to thank the Mayor for her continuing support for efforts on affordable housing, and the Urban Development remains committed to our department's mission of community revitalization and economic opportunity. Affordable housing is a key component in both those outcomes, and this legislation is a good step forward.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you as well to you, Wynn, for all your efforts on this. These new tools come online at the same time that we are developing our Affordable Housing Action Plan and are a great complement to that effort. Our administration is developing the plan with help of a national consultant in partnership with neighborhoods, nonprofits, and the private sector of our community. Many of our most affordable neighborhoods are included in the map that you see here today, and moving forward with the adoption of the map will add several important new tools into that effort. You know, Lincoln is a wonderful place to call home, and our administration is serious about providing the tools and resources to keep it that way. The action before the Planning Commission and the City Council creates new homeownership and affordable rental opportunities, and it's another great example of the city and state government working with community partners to keep Lincoln a great and affordable place to live. With that, we can take any questions you may have.
Is this only for first-time buyers?
No, this would be available for people who, they have to live in there, so it's owner-occupied would be the criteria.
Do you want to Dr. Wellness.
Sure. Any other questions?
No?
Can you talk more about how the nonprofit application, do you expect more,
Well,
projects by NeighborWorks and those sort of works?
We would like to be able to be more successful at achieving the different tax credit opportunities that are out there. And since this will allow applicants within these districts to earn additional points towards evaluating whether they should be granted those applications, we think that that will make them more successful and bring more of those kinds of tax credit developments that we would like to see in the city of Lincoln. And to date, Omaha is the only other community that's done the kind of extremely blighted designation. So with Lincoln and Omaha and possibly Grand Island, I think that we'll be in a unique position to be able to capture some of those dollars to help make more affordable housing projects happen in Lincoln.
Do you know how much on an annual basis is that pot is, what's being allocated?
It's done by regions, and I think last year the number was, I thought it was, by region it was $1.5 million for our district. But I'd have to check on that, Riley.
Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you very much for being here today, and appreciate your time and attention.
Okay.
Thank you.
And one other thing, we will post a map and embed it so that people then will be able to look up the exact address that they're looking at to see if that home is within the district or is not, so that we can provide that to realtors and other people who list homes as well. Okay? Thank you.